most of you probably don't know this, but that's why I started this. And over the years, I've just learned more and done more and put it in a book and put it in a course and everything. So that's what I wanted to share. So now you know a little bit about me, why I'm passionate about this. Even though I'm a pharmacist, I deal with drugs all day, this is my passion, okay? But
So was he angry because he lost the first testicle?
great question. Yes, he was. He was angry because the system was going to put him chemo radiation, because that takes a toll on your body, your health, your hair, all that stuff. And when he was dealing with Bert told him, listen, the healthcare system is about money. He got into conspiracies and everything, which they're not really good. They're true, okay? It's about keeping you sick and everything. So he was furious because he realized that, yeah, this man just cured his cancer, number one. It wasn't like a big, grandiose thing, because Bert would always say cancer is the easiest thing. Just change your lifestyle, change your diet. But look at the way the world positions it, okay? Cancer, oh, you're gonna die, you better write your will, you better do this. Well, yeah, because you didn't change your lifestyle. You're still eating the way, you ate, you're living the way that you were living before. There's been no change. So, of course, you're probably going to die, according to statistics. I'm not telling anybody but according to statistics, it's not gonna look good for you, because you're doing what got you the cancer in the first place. But if you listen to, let's say, the words of Jesus says, stop, repent, which means turn around, right? If you are living in a way that got you cancer or a disease, stop, repent, figure out what you're doing wrong, and live a completely different way. That's really what's at the crux of this, okay? So let's take a look at where we are today in terms of healthcare. Okay, we're living in very exciting times. Okay, we've made a lot of progresses in treating things like infectious diseases. I mean, we've got surgical procedures that can address almost anything. We can even edit your genetic material. Okay, we've got all these crazy medical technologies and innovations. We can even create artificial organs. But despite all of these advancements that we've made in healthcare, the sad reality is this. U.S. healthcare in 2021 spent about $4.1 trillion. Breaks down to about $12,530 per person. At this rate, we are estimated to spend somewhere around $7 trillion by 2030, and it's only going to get worse. So we're spending $4 trillion a year, and it's getting worse. And what do we have to show for it? Well, when you compare America's healthcare to other countries, we only rank 24th in terms of longevity. We're spending a lot more than all these other countries. We rank 24th. Okay, we are 11th in terms of access to care, 11th in the care process, 11th in health equity, and 11th in health outcomes. So there are countries that spend a lot less money on healthcare and they get better results. Think about that, okay? And to add insult to injury, to make things worse, check this out. Despite spending trillions with a T, not billions, trillions with a T, okay? According to the Congressional Budget Office, in 2020, we had about 31 million people that were uninsured. So we're spending all this money. We're not the best healthcare. So, this isn't to bash the country, this isn't to bash America. I'm not trying to get political, but we're just not the best, okay? We're not. And not only that, we had 31 million people who were uninsured, okay? So it's not very promising. It's not very effective. So we're spending trillions of dollars, and we're not really curing anything. We're not reversing anything, and we're not preventing anything. Okay, so why is that? Well, I believe that our shortcomings, the real reason why this is happening, by the way, it's not by accident. People, you gotta stop thinking that everything is by accident. No, it's on purpose. If you ever notice, you wanna see whether something, there's a hidden force or a hidden hand, look at where the money's going, okay? The money's flowing where it's, somebody's making off with this money, okay? But it's really because we have a system of care that is focused on chronic disease management. The key word is management. It means that I see that you're sick, I have no interest in making you well. I'm just gonna manage you, right? So I don't want you to die too early, okay? I want you to live a nice long life sick, so you're taking our product. Think about it, right? Somebody is making money off of you, right? So we don't emphasize prevention, we don't emphasize reversal, we don't emphasize cures. That's not what we're in the business of, right? But I believe that our focus is on chronic disease management instead of addressing the root causes. That's why I put this workshop together, okay? Here's a real reality, folks. Many of our healthcare issues, healthcare challenges, they're actually really simple if you just redefine what they are. These are lifestyle diseases. Early on, I gave the illustration of just the impact of sugar alone, how it affects different organs, and how that can manifest into different chronic diseases, right? Just one thing, sugar. It's a lifestyle disease because every time you take a donut or you have a mocha chai latte or whatever, packed full of sugar, okay, you're constantly putting it into your system without any conversations or plan of how am I going to burn up this sugar. We don't have that conversation. Okay, so it's about how you live and how you eat. And I want you to pay attention to that chart. Take diabetes, for example. In 1958, less than 1% of adults had diabetes, type 2 diabetes. By 1980, about 2.5% of the population. 1980, some of you guys were born before 1980. I know I'm an 89 baby, so some of you guys were born way before, right? But in 1980, only about 2.5% of adults had diabetes, type 2 diabetes, right? Today, nearly 12%, or about 40 million people, have diabetes. So by the way, a lot of people love to say it's genetic. You ever heard that? Listen, if you were not born with it, it is not genetic. Genetic is what you were born with. This nose, this hair, this skin color. I was born with it, although nowadays you got surgeries that can change everything, right? But if you were born with it, it is genetic. You understand? If you got it along the way, it is not genetic. Don't ever let anybody fool you. Genetic is what God gave you. Anything you got along the way, that's between you and whatever decisions you made. It had nothing to do with God, all right? Because genetic is an easy way to cop out and say, well, the Lord, no, he didn't. If you got diabetes in your 30s, that wasn't the Lord. That wasn't even the devil.